Hi everyone, my name is Nezzle and this is my channel Nezzle. Today I am going to be showing you my favorite recipe for granola. Now before I always used to buy my granola, but I've been trying to eat healthier in a way and I like knowing what's in my food. So I decided to start making it. So I found a recipe and then I tweaked it to suit me, and today I am going to show you just what I do to make my favorite granola recipe. So if that interests you, keep watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up so that I'll know. Click that subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, and leave a comment letting me know if you've tried it and if you like it. So I start off with a bowl of rolled oats or jumbo oats, whichever one is easier for me to get. And this is 8 cups of oats. So I've already poured it into the bowl, and so I'm going to add the other dry ingredients to it. I'll leave all the ingredients in the description box below, so if you're interested in trying it, everything will be there. Now I'm adding to the oats 1 cup of shredded coconut or coconut flakes, and it's this brand that I am using here. It is the Surefine unsweetened coconut flakes, and I chose the unsweetened one because it is better. I prefer to use the organic one, but when I went to the supermarket they didn't have it, so this is the one I'm using in this recipe. But when I have the organic one, that is the one that I usually use. So I've poured out 1 cup here, and I'm just going to add it to the mixture. Then I know people will probably hate on me for this, but I'm adding a bit of sugar. It's only ½ cup of sugar, and I'm using brown sugar as opposed to white sugar, but sugar nonetheless, which makes it a little less healthy but a little more tasty. I follow this up by adding just about a ¼ tablespoon of salt. It's not much, just to bring out the flavor in the granola. And then I add just about ¼ cup of flax seeds, or if I have the ground flax seed, then I add that. But right now I only have the actual flax, so I'm adding a ¼ cup of that. So I'm just going to mix this up a bit before I add the other ingredients in. Now this is granola, of course, so you can add whatever you like to it. So what I add is the things that I like. So I'm going to add a few nuts and seeds now. Well, many seeds actually. Yes, I'm going to add some seeds. And of course you can choose what nuts you want to put. I've made it with sliced almonds, with ground walnuts, not ground but diced walnuts, and so, but today I'm just using seeds. So I'm using a ½ cup of hemp hearts or hemp seeds, and this is the brand that I'm using. I just finished it off. It's the Manitoba Harvest hemp hearts, and it is raw shelled hemp seeds. It's natural and very good for you. It has omega-3s and 6, so really great. So I'm adding ½ cup of that. A few seeds of stuff. Then I'm adding a ¼ cup. This is the equivalent of a ¼ cup of nut core, or close to a ¼ cup nut core pumpkin seeds. Did I open this properly? Maybe not. Okay, so ¼ cup. Throwing that in there. Then a little less than ½ cup of sunflower seeds in the same nut core, and this is made in Grenada, so you can get the sunflower seeds wherever it is available. I don't know if this is focusing. Wherever it's available for you, whatever brand, and try to get it as natural and as unprocessed as possible. So this is about a little under ½ cup of sunflower seeds. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the seeds, so I'm going to just mix that in now. And those are the main dry ingredients. Now this makes a good batch. I usually get 2 jars of granola from this, and it's quite tasty. Okay, so the last few things I'm going to add in is just a bit of vanilla essence. You could use vanilla extract if you have it, but in Grenada it's really expensive and also very hard to find, so I usually just use the vanilla essence. And I'm going to use about a tablespoon or so, right? And just pour this on here. It'll mix in. And then I'm adding in 3/4 cups of extra virgin olive oil, which I know again I might get some heat for because everyone doesn't like to put oil in their granola. And if you know of a really great recipe that doesn't use oil, let me know, because I've been trying to find one, but so far this one is my favorite and it uses the oil. So I already poured it out as with everything else, so I'm just going to pour it in and try and mix it so everything gets a bit of the oil. Ooh, looks good. And I have the oven already preheated. It is heating at 260 degrees. Fahrenheit, I think, or is it Celsius? 250 degrees. But generally speaking, you let it bake for just about an hour or until it is golden brown. So depending on how hot you put the oven, it will bake faster or slower, but I have it at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. And I am going to, it looks, I don't know if you can see the color here, but it's really taking on the olive oil, and I'm just trying to make sure every bit of it gets coated. That way it will take up the sugar, and when it is all baked, it will be tasty. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, it seems to be pretty covered. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know if this looks tasty. Give me a thumbs up if it does. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I post various videos on this channel, mainly vlogs, but it's all about my life, so anything can find itself on here. I'm throwing everything out of the bowl for some reason. But okay, I think it's pretty coated, and now I can add it into the pan. So just move this aside. And I'm just baking it in a large baking tray. I put a little bit of oil at the bottom, nothing to speak about, because generally speaking it's not going to stick and it has enough oil on it anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in. Oh, this is a bit of a challenge. Okay. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Make sure you don't leave anything behind. Sorry. This is a noisy spoon. Okay. So, for the most part, it's all in, and then I just stir it up a little better because there's more room to stir it here. And then I'm going to bake this for about an hour in the oven. And I'll put the exact degrees on that I have it at, because I always mix up Celsius and Fahrenheit, which is bad, I know, but I do. So I'll put it in the description or maybe on the screen so that you know exactly the temperature. So I like to level it. You don't have to, but I like to. And I'm going to put it in the oven. And while it's in the oven, I am going to chop up some fruits. I have some raisins, no, some, is it raisins or sultanas? I have some dried fruit in the fridge, so I'm going to get them out, as well as some dates. I'm going to chop them up and have them ready. So once it's finished baking and it's cooled, then I can add it into this and put it into the jars. So into the oven it goes, and I will then get to the fruits. But of course fruits are optional, so if you want to eat it just like this, just bake it and eat it, that's totally fine as well, but I like the added fruit in mine. So the granola is in the oven, and now I'm going to cut up the fruit. Well, most of it doesn't really have to be cut up because these are some sultanas here that I am going to use. Just kind of try to separate them because they were in the fridge. I usually store them in the fridge so that, you know, ants and so don't get to them. So I'm just going to throw some out on here. Throw some out. I like a lot of fruit in mine, so I'm not going to give any specific measurement here. You put as much as you want or as little as you want. But I'm throwing in some sultanas, and I'll just put them to the side because I should have put the dates first, but of course wasn't thinking. Okay, so I'll put these to the side for now. I may add some more, but I also have some cranberries from the same nut core. That's a Grenadian brand, so it's the most reasonably priced one. So I have some cranberries here, and then I have these upside down, sweet and jammy dried, you can't see this at all, can you? Dried pitted grapes and dates. Right, so I'm gonna cut these up because they're obviously too big. Like, who wants to eat granola with a huge thing like this in it, right? So I'm gonna cut them up, and okay, so that should be a decent amount to cut up, and that will add. So let's see. I'm not the best cutter. Just try not to cut off my finger because I already damaged my hand this week. No need to. I'm barely able to hold a knife again, so no need to damage it again. Trying to, don't laugh at me, don't judge me. I'm trying. I'm not a chef, just showing you my recipe. Disclaimer. So don't be like, she don't know how to cut. It's okay, it's being cut. Ooh. My finger though, it's very hard because this my index finger, I damaged it. So like right now, you know, I actually don't like dates, so it's odd that I put them in this, but it tastes good in the granola. But I can't eat dates just like that. Like if I try to eat dates just like that, it tastes nasty. But in granola, it's awesome. Yes, almost done, almost done, almost done. 3 more. Okay. Then I sometimes even add extra dry fruit when I'm eating the granola if I find I don't have enough, but this is what I'm going to add for now. Okay, and I think I'm just going to use the rest of the cranberry because it's like half of the bag. So the bag, this is about maybe a little less than 1/4 cup, I guess. But as I said, use whatever your heart desires. Good stuff. But this is actually not straight cranberries as I'm looking at it, so I probably should get some organic ones in the future because it has sugar and sunflower oil in it. But either way, tastes good. So this is the fruit all chopped and ready to go. So once the granola is out of the oven and cool, then I put these in and mix it. So I'll show you what the final product looks like once it's finished. Okay guys, so the granola is out of the oven and it's been cooling for a bit. So now, I don't know if you can see, it is a nice golden brown color and it's crispy and nice and ready. As I said, it can be eaten just like this. You just add some milk or you can eat it as a snack, whichever you prefer. but I am going to add my fruit. So you saw the mix that I did earlier, so I'm just going to just scatter them and then I'll mix it in with the spoon. Lovely fruit. I know all this sweet is certainly not good for me, but I try to limit my sugar in other areas so I can kind of make up for this. And do forgive the dog in the background. I don't know what his issue is right now. He probably wants some of this good granola, but he's not getting any. And so it's all mixed up, and then all I do is just put it in these jars. I have 2 of them, so I'm just gonna fill it up, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't last me very long because I am obsessed with it. Ooh, look at that. I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this texture. Oh, I feel like eating some now. This one pretty decent, so I'll just put the rest in this one. Okay, and there we have it. So we have 2 jars of granola, and it's pretty simple to make, as you saw. So I encourage you to try it. Let me know if you enjoy it. When you do, I really enjoy making it for you. So click that thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing me make it, and let me know if you want to see me make other things in the future. And oh, as I said, if you have another granola recipe that is healthier and tasty, let me know so that I can try it and maybe record it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to try some yummy granola.